Good morning, everybody. It's Lisa Moore. I'm going to do a nice, short aerobic-y warm-up exercise routine, which is suitable if you are older or if you're sort of getting back into exercise and you haven't done it, or you just want something that's going to make your body feel good, warmed up and comfortable. So I hope you enjoy. Don't need any equipment. You could possibly have a mat if I decide to go down on the mat a little bit later. That'll probably do most of it. Standing up, so it's really about mobility, getting everything moving and getting warmed up. So let's just start with a nice gentle march. Now when you're marching, I want you to just think about standing up tall, so pulling up. There's Pussycat, she might come and join in. Dog might come and join in. So nice and tall, and think about rotating your shoulders back and down and just relaxing through your arms. So I want you to think about your fingers and your hands. How do they feel today? Are they tight? It's not something we think about really with our hands very much, but when they are uncomfortable, and we notice them. So we're just going to start off with a little squeeze. So I want you to just squeeze all the way down from your shoulders, gently. And you can move around the different parts of the arms, so you can move around and then all the way down to the fingers. And actually, it's really quite nice when you get down into the hands. So arms, just squeeze, encouraging the blood flow. You know what it's like if you find a little stream and there's a blockage, it gets bunged up. So one more time, just down this arm, just little squeezes. And then down into your fingers and your hands. Now shake them out. Just wriggle your fingers, rotate the wrists. Keep those feet moving. Fabulous. Okay, so we're just going to rotate the ankles. So we've looked at our hands, now we're going to look at our feet. How do the feet feel? If you've got trainers on, can you wriggle your toes in your trainers? If you can't, don't worry, but it's quite nice to just think about what the toes are doing within your trainers. So rotate the ankle the other way, and then we're going to move on to the other side. So get a bit of movement. If you're feeling a bit wobbly, just hold on to something. It's okay. Sometimes just working on one foot rather than the other. I'm suggesting that you just keep your toes on the floor, but if you feel you can do your balance, then lift your foot off the floor. Rotate the ankles around. It was quite good to do some stand. I don't know why I'm holding on. To stand on one leg. Good to start engaging through the core. Okay, let's come back to both feet on the floor. We're going to come up on our toes and down on our toes. So toes are facing forward, so nice straight lines. Up and down. Little pause at the top if you can. That's it. Super. Up and down. And then we're just going to change the foot position. Because if we always do things in the same direction, we're always going to just strengthen the muscle fibers that are responsible for that part of the movement. So it's really good to play with your positions. So you'll feel a difference just by turning your toes out. You'll notice a different part of your calf is working harder. So a couple more of these. Excellent. And then we're going to turn the toes in. Now this will feel really weird. You'll probably feel it in your hip joint, and that's okay. And what you'll find as you do these is you'll probably come back to a more straight position because it's unnatural. But try and keep the toes pointed in if you can. A couple more. Excellent. Okay, so let's just move through those legs. So we're going to change the march to a slower march so that the knee is coming up, but we're not doing a full knee lift. We're just lifting the knee up, swinging the arms. That's it. So not too high with the knees. We don't have to go too high. Not yet. We might move them up a little bit higher in a minute. That's it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, back to normal march. Now we're going to add a little bit of a sideways movement. So we're going to tap the toe to the side. Hands on your hips or hands down, whatever feels comfortable. Ladies, we do tend to like to put our hands on our hips, so it feels quite comfortable and quite natural, but you can have your hands down. Just let them hang. It's completely up to you. 4, 3, 2, and back to that march, back to the march, back to the march. Lovely. So let's get a little bit of movement coming through the arms. Back. So when they go back behind you, I want you to make sure your body stays upright. So I don't want you to do this leaning. I want you to keep your body upright. So we're using your shoulders. We're not bringing the back into play. That's it, good. Spin them up. And then gradually, if you can get them higher, but make them feel loose. If you've got problems with your shoulders and you can only go up to sort of this height, that's absolutely fine. Just go with what feels right for your body. Excellent. Down. Last 2. And last 1. And down. Okay, standing still, we're going to bring the shoulder up to your ear. Bring the shoulder up to your ear. I can feel that I have a little bit more stiffness in that side. This side is not too bad. This side feels a bit stiff today. Probably one too many press-ups. I'm not going to make you do press-ups today. That's it. Bringing them up to the ear. And now we're going to bring a bit more of a rotation. So we're going to bring up to the ear and back. Up to the ear and back. Please be gentle with your shoulders. Up and back. Up and back. Up and back. Up and back. Lovely. Shake up your arms. Come back to that march. So I'm going to take the legs a little bit wider. Now, do you remember that little knee lift that we did? So we went from a march to bring the knees up a little bit higher. We're going to do it with the legs wider. So it's going to bring a bit, tiny bit of balance in. So keep the legs wide, bring the knee up, but we're not going to bring it up too high. Bring the knee up. And if you want to, you can do a little, just a quick pause. Just encourages the core, encourages the balance. It's really good to do some balance exercises. Don't know what's going on with the cats behind me. Especially as we get older, our balance tends to get worse. And you probably, if you are older, you probably will notice that, you know, if it's a bit muddy out or it's a bit slippery, you're worried about falling. That's because your balance deteriorates as you get older, because crystals in your ears tend to dry out a bit. And we don't do those movements that we did when we were younger. So balance exercise is really, really good. So back to that march. So we're going to bring the knee up a bit higher this time. Now the body's feeling a bit warmer. So I want you to bring your knee up to meet your hands, not the other way around. So you're not taking your hands down to your knee. You're bringing your knees up to your hands. You can almost lower the hands. But we're going to get a little bit more movement through those legs. Yay. Good. Well done. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to a normal march. Now we're going to keep those feet hip distance apart. So right under your body. I want you to stand still, hands on your hips, and we're going to gently sit down into a squat. Now, best way to get the squat right is to imagine there is a chair behind you. So the bottom has to go back towards the chair. Or, remember those horrible toilets that you used to have in France years ago, where you stood on 2 bricks either side? Don't think they exist anymore in France. So you're imagining you're in that position. We don't want to sink down onto our knees because we don't want to put any pressure through the knee joint. So you can see my knees are staying well behind my toes. If you feel that you're doing this and you're feeling a pressure down the front of your shin, you're not doing your squat right. So you need to push the bottom back. A couple more. Super, back to that march. And then we're going to take the legs wide again. So remember we went into that slower little lift with the knee. We're going to go higher with the knee this time. Wide, higher. And if you want, you can do that little pause so that we're getting a bit more balance, but we're getting the knees higher. And that's it. So we can go faster. If you want to go faster, go faster. Get a bit of energy through the body. And then we're going to plant the feet down in 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep them wide, and we're going to go down into a wider squat. The legs are slightly wider. Doesn't matter what you do with your hands. Put them on your hips, hold them in front in prayer. Put them on your shoulders, put them above your head. Put them above your head a little bit harder. It doesn't matter. Just squat those legs down. Super. Excellent. Lovely. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Okay, march. So mainly working on your lower body, on your legs. We're going to put all of that together in a little routine. So just march, follow me. March. Lift the knees up, 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 up. So they're only halfway up. Either up or down. Up, up, up. Get them higher. Up, up, up. Higher, up, up, up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Low march. Feet shoulder width apart. Hands on your hips. Ready to squat. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. You're going to come back to that march. March it out. March it out. And then do you remember that little side tap we did? Okay, side tap. Side tap. Let's have some arms. Swing them out. Okay, 4, 3, 2, back to that march. Going to take it a little bit wider. And then we're going to take that knee halfway up, halfway up. Good, lovely. Going to slow it down so we have that pause. One more each side. Then we're going to go back to quicker but higher, quicker, higher, quicker, higher. That's it. Just do what you can. Excellent. 4, 3, 2, plant the feet down and wide. Squat. Wide. Squat. Squat. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to that little march. And we're going to bring the feet to a still position, up and down on your toes. Just do 4 with the feet facing forward, last one. 4 with the feet facing out. 3, 4, 4 with the feet facing in. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze down those arms again. Get down into your hands. Really squeeze it out. You can almost shake it out at the bottom. Squeeze it down. One more time. Squeeze it down, shake it out, and then the other side, let's do it 3 times on here. So you shouldn't need to really stretch too much after that because it's only a little short movement, but hopefully you'll feel a bit warmer. You feel like your legs have done something and you're ready for the rest of your day. Well done. Great to see you.